What's up guys, Eli here, back for another new stuff video. This one was an unexpected one and unplanned because I got a package in the mail from my good buddy Brian Arkham. Sent me some CDs and some tapes and this cool Wraith hat. So let's dive in, huh? So as all you guys know, I'm a hat guy. I wear a hat every single day of my life. I have a bunch of them and I just love hats. So I dig this Wraith hat. Check it out. Very cool. Brian sent me that. So now I have to actually go buy some Wraith stuff, right? I'd heard them. I've checked them out. Pretty cool. Kind of like, black speed metal type stuff if you like Hell Ripper, Midnight, stuff like that. Definitely up my alley. So love the hat, but now I have to get a CD, of course. So I don't really know the story behind these selections that Brian sent me. I actually probably should pick his brain a little bit there. I don't know if it was just random stuff he had lying around, duplicates or what have you, but I've so far really been enjoying it and was super excited, as we all are when we get unexpected packages in the mail. Just completely made my day, Brian, so thank you very much. We'll start off with the note. So Brian printed off a, this is so awesome, picture of Tom Selleck with a handwritten note there. Tom Selleck is my spirit animal, of course. Bunch of stickers here. I'll kind of show them as I go. Caligari Records, very cool. Cadaveric Incubator sticker. I think I actually have this one. Hell's Headbangers gives these out. Transylvanian Recordings, hell yeah. These aren't stickers, but they're cards from a game called Rage. Never played Rage. I played Magic the Gathering. Looks cool though. Maybe I'll check the game out. Now that I have 2 cards, I gotta play the game. The Cosmic Peddler. It's a cool sticker. Blunt. I'm just gonna take one guess. It's a stoner doom type band. If I'm wrong, you could just punch me straight in the dick. I can't read this one. You guys help me out. What band is this? I guess I could look up the album title, Harvest of the Adept, but I haven't done that yet. Nuclear War Now mini poster. Rotted Life. I've been meaning to place an order through them, actually. And I don't know what this is, but I love the shit out of it. Xenospawn sticker. Not familiar with that band either, because I'm just fucking out of touch, man. I'm trying to reconnect. Ooh, Garbage Pail Kids. I used to collect these. Cracked Caroline. So he made me a mixtape, Arkham Knights Volume 2. So I guess there was a Volume 1, but I haven't heard that one. So handmade mixtape, gotta love it. Got bands on here, kind of traversing different genres, mostly of the classic heavy metal variety. Stuff like Nasty Savage, Vicious Rumors, Accept, Don Dokken, Saracen, Artillery, Glory Bells, Heretic. Cool stuff. Fifth Angel. Nice job on the Fifth Angel. Now this one, I've actually been wanting to check this out for a while. This is a Chicago area doom death band, Funereal, with the Misery Season. So this came out on a label called Caustic Cassettes that I've been meaning to check out, and I haven't got around to it. So I love doom death metal for sure. One of my favorite styles of music. So oddly enough, I had been wanting to check this exact band and I think this exact album out. So awesome, Brian. And we've got Inanna with Void of Unending Depths. This came out on Desert Wastelands 2022. This is another band that I have heard of, and I think I actually did check them out one time. I think it's like a technical thrash metal, maybe technical thrash death, maybe somewhere along those lines, if I remember correctly. If I'm off, let me know. But this is a band that was starting to kind of get some talk, and I don't listen to a ton of thrash these days, but it is still a form of music that's like very near and dear to my heart. And one of my favorite styles of thrash is like progressive thrash or technical thrash. I either like my thrash, raw and sloppy, or like super technical and cool, Watchtower and stuff like that. So it's been a while since I've checked this band out, and I don't know if I've ever heard anything off this exact album, but now I'll be able to properly dive in. And I'm kind of surprised he sent me this one, because it seems like this band, seems like everything they put out just sells out real quick. They're one of those like current, like very cult bands. Pan American Native Front with Little Turtles War. I can't remember if this is an EP or full-length album. So I know of this band. I've heard a little. I've never owned any of their stuff. This came out on Stygian Black Hand, which is a cool label. So this is a American? Is it American or Canadian? I can't remember. Either American or Canadian black metal band, almost verging on like war metal, with Native American themes. I believe the main dude is Native American heritage. Well, obviously, why else would you do this? But I think that's really cool. Kind of funny. Years ago, probably 8-9 years ago, and it's not like I said this before it happened, but I remember thinking and talking to one of my buddies about how cool it would be if there were more black metal bands like using Native American themes in their music. When I said that, yeah, I think a few bands had already done it, but not very many. So since then, I'm not saying I started this, I just said it to my buddy, but since then, a couple of those bands like that have popped up, like this one, Black Braid and stuff like that. And I think there should be more. I think it's a really, really cool concept, and it's something that hasn't been overdone. I mean, not yet. Maybe it will eventually, but I mean, Native American lore is just perfect for black metal. There's tons of mysticism and cosmic stuff and spirituality, and there's all kinds of cool themes that you could incorporate in black metal, especially of all genres. I think it just works. So anyways, glad to have this, and I'll be checking it out soon. Pan American Native Front. Then from Canada, we've got Fortress. If any of you are black metal fans, you are likely to know this band. They are a very cult modern black metal band. I would say, out of all the black metal that's came out in the last 20 years or so, I think Fortress are one of the best to do it. This is, I believe, one of their more recent albums, Themes pour la Rebellion. This came out on Sepulchral Productions. So I don't have any Fortress stuff because I'm fucking lame like that. So I'm really happy. I mean, I've known of this band for, probably a decade or more. So I'm really happy to finally have something from them, something physical. Again, there's no reason why I don't have any other stuff. Everything I've checked out of theirs, I've just absolutely and thoroughly loved. This band deserves every ounce of respect that they have. This is not a band that's been overhyped. This is a band that truly lives up to the hype. And if you've never heard Fortress, they're one of the many bands that come from the Quebecois part of Canada. Lots of good, which is a hotbed for really good black metal. And among that scene, Fortress are top tier. Then from Caligari Records, we have Severed Boy. Yes, Boy. Severed Boy. When I first saw this, I was like, oh, this is clearly a band that, English is not their first language, and I looked it up, and it's an American band, so where they got the title, I have no idea. Album's called Tragic Encounters. If I remember correctly, just from what little research I did, I think it's death grind, which, if I'm going to listen to grind, that's how I want it. I want my grind with, a nice heap of death metal, because I'm just not a huge grind guy, but death grind I do love. From Hell's Headbangers, we have Cadaveric Incubator with Sermons of the Devouring Dead. I remember this album coming out, and I remember a decent amount of people talking about it. I don't have anything from them. I don't think I've ever heard the band at all. I think they, if I remember correctly, they're like a thrashy death metal band, right up my alley. I like a lot of what Hell's Headbangers puts out, so excited to check that one out. And last but certainly not least, the best album in this entire haul here, Demigod, Slumber of Sullen Eyes. This is a all-time death metal classic, Finnish death metal classic. And you're probably wondering, like, okay, Eli, if you like that album so much and you're gonna rant and rave about it, why didn't you have it already in your collection? I don't know. I have a lot of CDs. You just can't own everything. I have wanted to buy this for 15 years probably. This came out on Extreme Music, a very good Spanish death metal oriented label. This is a re-release, of course. This originally came out in the 90s, early 90s. And it looks like this version, this pressing, has the Unholy Domain 91 demo. Very cool. I don't even know if I've heard that demo. So if you've never heard Demigod, or you're not really familiar with the 90s Finnish death metal scene, it was just a great scene. Maybe not quite as many bands as they had in Sweden, but pretty close. But I liked, for the 90s death metal, we're talking global, Finnish scene was one of my favorites. And if we're going to talk Scandinavian in particular, definitely my favorite. I always preferred Finnish death metal to Swedish death metal. In Sweden you had the Stockholm and you had the Gothenburg sounds, but Finland had a much more nasty, dirty, almost similar to like the American East Coast death metal, like Incantation and stuff like that, like nasty and dirgy, maybe not doomy necessarily, but just very, very deep guttural vocals and just. I felt like the music was just more intense and heavier, and I don't know. I mean, no disrespect to bands like Entombed and Dismember. I love those bands, but something about that Finnish scene that just, for me, I just prefer it. There's other cool bands from that scene, but Demigod are like one of the most loved and frankly one of the best. Anyways, that's it. It was a fun video showing you guys what Brian sent me. Eager to continue to dive into this stuff and absorb it. Like you guys, I'm always listening to a million different things. I always have, a stack to get through, stack upon stack upon stack, and it's a never-ending thing. But I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm sure you wouldn't either. Anyways, guys, as always, thanks for stopping by, and we'll talk soon. Cheers.